up, guys? How you doing? This is our introduction to our new journey. Introduce yourself, Nat.
Hi guys, this is Mrs. All American Cycle. Some of you have seen me through the shop, sometimes coming out on the videos behind the scenes, but I'm here, it's official. I think we're stepping into a new world, new platform, and we're excited. Yes,
we're gonna start YouTubing. She's been wanting to YouTube for a while, and we're gonna start. Today is Saturday. It's a great day. We are on our way to pick up her new bike. Soon you'll see the nice ride she just got. She hasn't been riding for a long time.
2 years.
2 years since we had the kiddos. And I guess the kiddos are old enough now and we can start riding again. So we're on the way to pick up the new bike. And the whole idea of this is to bring you some really good content. She's a great rider. She loves bikes, and she's a female. You know, there's not that many female YouTubers out there that can educate you on performance and modifications we do to these bikes, and that's her new task.
So lots of learning to do. I do ride. I have ridden before. Stopped riding for 2 years because of the little gremlins you see back there. George.
Wake up, George. Be a deadbeat.
So getting back on the horse, as most of you would say. So we are doing some exciting stuff today. Today is Saturday, March, what day is it? March 16th? No.
Yeah. March 15th.
March 15th.
We're picking up her new ride. We're gonna show you what she got. She got a cool bike, guys, that we're gonna make even cooler, and we're gonna walk you every step along the way. We're gonna show you everything that we do to it. It's gonna be a slowly full transformation. It's gonna go through various stages, but we're gonna go from stock to mild to wild. And she needs to be able to do quarter-mile runs in it.
Yeah, so you'll see the progression on all of our videos. So let's get excited. We'll show you more. See you soon.
Thank you, guys.
So here we are fired up because I am about to hop on this beauty. It's our new project. You'll see a lot of things happening with this motorcycle, and let's get to it. I'll show you the whole ride home, and we'll get some film there for the first ride from, gosh, 2 years ago that I last rode. So super excited about this. Let's get to it.
So what's up, Nat? What did you think?
I thought it was great.
What did you like about this bike compared to the other bikes you've had before, which was the 21 or 22 CVO you had that you love so much, that you regret selling so much?
Well, I like that this one's smooth. The other one we have to do modifications in order to get it to the smoothness. And
That's typically what everybody thinks. Were you able to get on the gas a little bit? Did you feel any power?
Just a little bit. I put it on sport mode. And
Oh, you did all that.
More torquey than my other bike was.
Okay, yeah, it is torquey. So you haven't ridden for like a year, almost 2 years. How did it feel riding a bike again after 2 years?
Muscle memory. Never forget.
Okay, that's what Patrick told you.
Yeah.
Who's that guy looking at over there? George.
So after my first ride, I have come to the conclusion that some mods need to start happening. We've already had some before we left the dealer. So we got the crash bars installed. Nice, clean looking crash bars, as you can see. Didn't really like the other ST look, so I went with the traditional black crash bars. Looks sleek, looks nice. I thought that was the better choice for me. So right off the bat, I did tell George that I wanted the easy clutch installed because that clutch is way too hard. I'm not sure if any of you have had that experience, but I hate it. Too hard for me. So we're gonna be installing that. Aside from that, we are installing new floorboards because the ones that the bike comes with are just too plain and it needs a little sprucing up. So we got some nice ones here. And we're gonna install those here with the whole set. So it's all the grips, the brake, and all the little levers and all that stuff. And then of course the extended kickstand because I can't reach. So we're gonna go through the how-to on how to do that. You're gonna see us go through the motions. And that's it. Let's get to it. So I just learned that in order to install the easy clutch, George needs to remove the entire exhaust system.
I don't have to take the whole exhaust system off. I'm gonna try to finesse my way in there. So removing the cover so I can get this cover off and install the Mueller easy pull clutch. I'm also gonna have to drain the transmission oil. I really didn't want to do all of this now. I was gonna wait till we did an exhaust system, but she insists that she needs it, so gotta get it done.
The exhaust system, we will be changing it out soon too. It'll be something fun that we are getting custom made. It's an All-American Cycle custom exhaust, so very excited to receive that.
So what's cool about these new STs is they did a plastic oil pan. I guess the whole reason to do is, like, you know, all modern cars, especially European stuff, has the plastic oil pans. I guess it's nice because it's weight reduction. And it's probably good quality stuff. That's one way they made this bike lighter. It's got some plastic drain plugs that goes with like a 3/8 extension. Very simple stuff. Hopefully it works well and it lasts as long. There it goes. 21 miles on transmission fluid. That's what the drain plugs look like. Guys better make sure it goes on right. So we're draining the transmission oil because when we pop that transmission cover on the other side, it's gonna spill and it's gonna make a mess. So it's nice to work on a brand new bike, 21 miles. Not a speck of dirt on this thing. There it is. So you drain all the oil, if not, all of that just goes everywhere. Picking up the slack on the clutch so I can get this out of here. Man, if there's one thing I hate, is this clutch cables. In my opinion, this is the biggest junk you can put on a motorcycle. Biggest. There's a couple companies out there that Replace the clutch cable, this whole mechanism with like some threaded aluminum, nice stuff. And I personally like to change it to a Magnum cable, regular adjustment, because this is a point of failure all the time, and to adjust it is just annoying. You gotta pull on it. It's a lot easier the older way. Picked up the slot. So I'm gonna have to loosen the exhaust to get it out of the way because there's just not enough room without scratching anything. I forgot to have this.
That was easy.
Easier. It's easy until you're breakable.
Lots of work for an easy clutch, huh?
Pain in the ass. That's why it's best to install it whenever you're doing a different mod that you have the exhaust off. Because it almost, it overlaps other than having to readjust the clutch completely.
So if someone came to the shop and wanted to get this done, what would labor be for something like this?
Typically charge 2 hours to remove an exhaust and put it back on. So about 2 hours plus the part. The way I'm trying to do it is the lazy way. And sometimes the lazy way takes longer than doing it the right way. You see now I got more room here. What I did was I loosened the exhaust and I have more room to get them stupid bolts out. Show you something here so you can scratch that nice pretty cover. These guys are pretty deadly too when it comes. Bam! We got the stock parts out.
That's what the guts look like. If you're ever interested.
So we're pretty much changing this to the Moeller power clutch. From my understanding, the ramp inside here has got a different profile, so it does more leverage for you, so the clutch feels softer. Been using these for a while. These work on pretty much anything. I think even on 5 speeds and 6 speeds, I think it's the same part number. Fits Harley Davidson Evolution Twin Cam and Milwaukee 8. 45%. Whatever that says there, that's not English. Bisou. Now we're gonna put this one back in. Then we're gonna do clutch to adjust the clutch. And we're gonna keep on going. Keep on going. Then we gotta do we're gonna put the heated grips on. These low balls are gonna be a pain in the ass to get in if I don't hold this flat. This is gonna be a mission. Yes. Blue, it's not allowed. Red on everything. You guys are gonna say, whoa, you putting red Loctite on that? Damn right I am. Sometimes it's never too much. Or that's never enough. Wow, Nat, you're a hands-on girl. This is really like, I don't like to struggle. You know what I mean? Like, I like to do things the right way. I don't like to shortcut stuff. Sometimes you don't have much of a choice.
We struggled a bit. Right, George?
Yes. It's 125-inch foot-pounds, guys.
This is what we call a torque wrench.
Oh, it's 10 inch-pounds off, guys.
So essentially, this is the same thing I had on my lowrider ST, right?
Yep. And on that other Rogue Light you have.
Okay. It made my life a lot simpler. It's not so simple to do it, but made my riding heart happy.
Problem is, since I don't wrench as much as I used to, I'm getting a little rusty.
What you all didn't see was the struggle here. There was a struggle bus for sure. He's over there testing the clutch, making sure that it's working.
No, I gotta readjust.
We have to readjust. So what's that cover called? Transmission cover?
Derby cover.
Derby cover.
That's the derby cover to readjust the clutch. So whenever you change the whole travel over there, so you gotta readjust here. I picked up the slack on the clutch cable, made it as short as possible. You want to bottom one out, and then it's preference. You want to go 1/4 inch, half a turn, 3/4. Everybody likes it different for the most part. In this case, I'm gonna do what I typically do on my stuff. It's like between a 1/4 turn and a half a turn. I'm gonna go pick up the slack on the cable.
So we did it. Here is how everything looks. Still missing a screw to put that back piece to the back shifter.
Yeah, we need to go get the screw for this in black.
So it's that little piece there.
The heel
Shifter. Those are the grips. Looks nice, clean.
Heated grips now.
Yeah, nice and heated. Let's look at the mirrors because they look so nice, so simple, and they have that nice little detail there. Super, super nice, super elegant. Gives it a nice little touch, I think, to the bike. It is. We did install the Easy Clutch too, and that came out super soft and great. Here's that brake pedal. You see all those little details. Looks really good.
Yeah.
Thanks, George.
You're welcome.
The Easy Clutch was a little bit of a task.
Yeah, it was a pain in the
Rear.
butt, yes, because those cables are just so hard to compress when everything's together. So I ended up having to move the exhaust out of the way and getting the cover out and then being able to press it down together to get a proper adjustment. But it worked out great. One last thing I need to do now in the future. It would have been nice to have done when we're gonna do this killer stage 2 on this bike. Killer. We're gonna try to set some records on horsepower numbers with it. And now tomorrow we're gonna go for a ride and break her in before we abuse it. The whole idea of this bike is to just go from stage 2 to stage 3. I guess a 133 or 135, and then obviously a big old motor. Not necessarily a big motor that is gonna make crazy horsepower like a race bike, but just push the limit on a big motor that we can just go cross country on the bike and enjoy it like we're about to do.
So let us know what you think on the new modifications that we've made, the little aesthetic stuff so far. Let us know down in the comments. This is part 1. Part 2 will be coming a little bit later, but we're gonna go through my second ride now with the Easy Clutch and all of the new mods. So super excited for that. And then excited to just start receiving all of the additional things to start the stage 2, which I'm sure everyone is going to be excited for that. So for now, just like, comment, subscribe, share. We're excited to start this new journey into the YouTube world. You'll see a lot of I haven't given her a name yet. I don't know what to name her. I guess put that down in the comments what you think I should name her. I don't know. George, what do you think?
160 cubic inch.
Okay, whatever. Let's see.
That's what you'll end up having in 2 months.
This is Mrs. All-American Psycho signing off.
Peace. See you next time.
See you next time. Put 120 miles on her. She rode good. Some things I want to change already. More changes. Handlebars need to go up a little bit higher. Sitting way too forward, so it's super uncomfortable when it gets to the longer pushes for the rides. Aside from that, the ride's great, super comfortable, very torquey. So still getting adjusted to that because the responsiveness is pretty wild. But the ride was great. Nice weather too. I was able to wear a jacket. But these bad boys are pretty bad.